أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Late Council, Assistant Council, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome once again to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. For our next item on our today's agenda, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joanna to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ورزقا واسعا مباركا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق النازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, I come before you this Thursday morning, grateful for your unending mercy. Your love renews our spirit and guides our path every day. Thank you for the blessings you have bestowed upon us. As we commit our day to you, we ask for your strength and protection throughout the day. Be with us in the moments of challenge and decision, and help us to walk in your wisdom. Thank you for your constant presence in our lives. When we falter, you stood by us, offering us strength and courage. Help us to see things clearly, to make choices that align with your will. Let me recognize your voice amidst the noise of the world, and may we reflect your love and mercy in all that we do today. In Jesus' name, amen. Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. I want to remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Njie.
Good morning, ma.
Yes, you're welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor.
Yes, Mr. Njie, you have some documents you want to present?
Yes, sir, Council.
First, let's start with the issue that you discussed with us regarding Mamlai Jase.
Yes.
You recall this?
Yes, I remember.
Mr. Jase, you know the relationship he has with the mayors?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell us?
Mamlai, according to, I can't confirm, but yeah, I can't personally confirm, but according to information, they're saying that they share some family relations.
Okay. Now, you told the commission that when you were appointing the project coordinator,
Yes.
there was a gentleman that emerged as scoring the highest points, right?
Yes.
What is the name again?
Mr. Ibuso.
And the CEO made some remarks in relation to that.
Yes.
Can you please remind us?
Immediately after we collated the scores of all the applicants, we shared information on who emerged as the best candidate with regards to the grades. We all saw how Mr. Sow performed during the interview process and the grades that he acquired in total as the best candidate with his experience in a similar project with the EU added up. CEO remarked that this is the score and we have to maintain our stance as a committee. Okay. He left and come back. He said, committee members, I am still reminding you that this is our position. Collectively, we all said, yes, of course. So no need for a reminder. So upon that, after a few days or so, saw Mamlai being appointed. So I couldn't take it. I had to visit his office, engage him, express my disappointment and how he acted unilaterally, disregarding the final outcome and decision of the committee. He said, young man, you don't understand. I said, understand what? He said, my hands are tied. I say, how? But this is not your decision. This is not the outcome that you manufactured also. This is something that was done structurally, and this is the result. So why this? So he couldn't explain further. So from there, I had to put pen to paper, write to his office, raise concerns.
Okay. Now, there was another issue regarding the abattoir expenditures done at the abattoir. Do you recall this?
Yes, I remember.
What do you have to tell us about that?
There was an initiative. The then president demolished the previous abattoir. So after his departure, we wrote to the office of the current president, asking him to understand our requests and consideration of the plight of the people of Banjul, that this abattoir is something that people are in dire need of. So upon those requests, our consideration and approval was granted for us to proceed and have our abattoir. So upon there, we were working in and out. Unfortunately, it couldn't materialize. So come this current mayor, she had the initiative that they need to embark on constructing an abattoir. So they went on, assigned to the Planning and Development Directorate. So we've been getting rumors, we've been hearing about the amount of wealth that has been spent on that abattoir. But upon all that, I never had the courage to go and visit the abattoir until of recent. Of recent, why? During the president's Meet the People tour, the one he held in Banjul, the community requested for this abattoir again. And he gave an affirmative action. So the Minister of Agriculture was charged with the responsibility to come and see how best could this work. So they dispatched a team to come to Banjul. And I was assigned by the current acting director of planning to go and accompany these officials from the Ministry of Agriculture. So from that visit, we had an engagement, we had a video of the current state of the abattoir, some few shots. Upon returning to the office, I prepared a report and sent to the CEO.
Do you have the report?
Yes. Yes, that's the report here. It was on 24th of December 2024.
We applied to have the report on the visit to the abattoir site with the Director General of Livestock Services to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
A report on the visit to the abattoir site with the Director General of Livestock Services. The visit was on the 24th of December 2024, and it is prepared by Mr. Sandigi Njie, and the report is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Director of Admin, Acting Planning and Development, and a file copy is maintained. This report is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/SN/010.
Has the Commission, please? Now, was the report treated by the CEO or the management?
Not to my knowledge, because I think maybe he's still waiting for our counterparts. But I mean...
please speak into the microphone.
Yeah, I said not to my knowledge, because I'm not invited for a discussion. Maybe he's waiting for his counterpart from the other end. But surprisingly, if you visit the abattoir at this moment, you'll be shocked comparing the amount of resources that they said has been invested there, is dilapidated very seriously, broken, the windows are broken down.
But this is the contract they gave to Katim today.
Yes,
correct?
Yes.
Now, you were aware it was given to Katim today?
Yeah, sure.
And it did not pass through the contracts committee, no?
No. Because I was even wondering how comes they end up giving up this to Katim Ture with the magnitude of money that is said is plowed in, knowing that Katim's area of expertise is a draftsmanship. So how he ended up being a contractor, I mean, doing petty jobs and being a contractor is quite different. So I don't know how. Because I understand these are the pool of people that moves with the CEO, they do things, and lead council, any happening that unfolded at that council is not coincidental, it's premeditated. Everything that happened.
What do you mean by that?
Every act of this discrepancy, this siphoning of money or whatever, mismanagement or misappropriate, these are deliberate. Because these are people who have been cautioned, who were warned, who were advised, but they disregarded everything, flouting the rules, doing things on their own.
Okay. Now, you believe there is a special relationship between the people that are given contracts in the council and the administration?
Sure.
Okay. Now, in this report, you have a heading in relation to the current state of the facility, and you said it is in a deplorable condition. Upon arrival at the site, it became immediately evident that the abattoir is in appalling state and neglect. We find our way through the heap of waste to have access to the site. So there were structural problems, hygienic problems, correct?
Yes.
Waste management issues, congested work areas, and the list goes on. And this was addressed to the CEO.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, another issue is in relation to the IT infrastructure
Yes.
that you wanted to talk about, correct?
Yes, sir.
Please go on.
We spent about $4.1 million
Yes.
with regards to IT infrastructure for our new complex. Microtech was contracted. This building, I will start with the building first. The building was completed 3 years ago. We moved in about 2 months ago.
Right.
The admin cadre, we moved in completely 2 months ago. The building, there was no certification, there was no inspection report, there was no handing over. We don't know anything about this. And it doesn't require you to have knowledge in these things. You go, you still see defects, very serious ones. It does not need you to be a master of these things. So we went in, we do an inspection, an assessment, see what do we need immediately so that we could move in. We saw that we have problem with regards to the water system connected to toilet facilities, the lighting system, and access to internet and connectivity. So we went through the specifications of the document that was given to Microtech to supply goods with regards to IT, both software and hardware. So upon going through that, we are non-specialists in that area. We discuss, we reach out to the managing director of Gamtel.
Yes.
After sending him a letter, he acknowledged and gave us an appointment. I and the CEO went. We met with the MD with his team. We explained our state of affairs as per having access to internet connectivity. We informed them that there was a contract and 4.1 million has been spent, but I mean, still nothing more to give us access to internet. He deployed his team. They came in. I think about 9 or 10 personnel were different across the diverse backgrounds to come and do an assessment. Upon that assessment, they provided us with a report of what is missing it seems from a layman's point of view, there is a body, but the brain that needs to make it function is not there. There are softwares that have even reached their expiry date because that has been there for ages. Prior to that, we contacted the proprietor of Microtech.
And who is that?
I think Lamin Gassama. We sent him, I think, 3 correspondence asking him to give us an update of the state of affairs, what has happened, whom did he deliver the goods and services, who signed, stuff like that. But the guy was not forthcoming. He was reluctant. We sent him another letter again, the same practice. A third letter, we invited even to come to the office of the CEO. The guy was trying to play smart. You can still have reference. You can check. I think 16 minutes conversation with him on the phone. You can check through my network, which is Africell, to his phone conversation. You could hear. I told him this is public's phone, and it is. We are informed that there are traces of money to some of those who were part of this deal in their accounts. So we couldn't understand. The guy is not forthcoming. He is not willing to open up.
And these people are the ones that are involved? Who are these people?
The contracts committee, members of the EU project, from the, how do you call him again, the procurement officer then. So all of them, you could find traces of, and the guy was trying to play smart still on this. You tell him, he said, no, I have a business with X, so that's why this money I remitted to his account. When did you know these guys? So many years ago, you never remitted money in their accounts. So they think that they could play smart on us, using public money anyhow they want. You talk to them, they try to ridicule you, or they try to do anything, so we just play low. Even I asked CEO some 2 or 3 days ago, how far? What's the next step? Are we going to write to the commission, or are we going to write to the fraud squad? Then he briefed me that the guy was invited to the fraud squad. I said, but we will not leave this money go in vain. Because, I mean... You
mean the 4.1 million?
Yeah, it's huge, and I mean, it's still not making difference what they've brought, and there are items that are missing. So the report is here. You could see what Gamtel presented, and hadn't been that wisdom was applied, Gamtel was engaged, council would not have spent this kind of money. So there was no judicious use of the public funds relative to this IT infrastructure to improve council's access, quality, and connectivity to internet, and speed as well.
All right. Can we please see the report? We applied to tender the Banjul City Council Technical Specification Survey by Gamtel. It is signed by Oli Bite Cham, the team leader and senior manager. And one Satura Sao, senior IT system and network engineer. On the 28th of February, is it 2025?
Yes.
2025. To be evident evidence and marked as an exhibit.
Council,
Yes.
interestingly, I overlooked that our then IT manager, in the person of Mr. Sajo Jame, was responsible. Sajo has been away for more than a year, claiming to be sick on overseas treatment. But this still now, from my end, I cannot establish this because I have not seen any medical report from the board here, right down. And he has been enjoying salary, full pay.
From From which period?
Come again?
From which period?
I said more than 1 year.
More than 1 year?
Yeah.
As in, when did it start?
I can't pinpoint the exact date, but I know it's beyond a year when he left.
Okay, we will need information as to when he left.
Yeah.
All right. Is he the IT manager?
Yeah.
He's still the IT manager?
Yes, but he's on those who are put on interdiction, placed on interdiction for that matter. But he's not yet in Gambia. And immediately when the interdiction notice went viral on social media, family members appeared to clear his loan of those people, among those who were part of the steering committee that accessed 33,000 among themselves.
All right.
BBC Technical Specification Survey by Gamtel. This technical specification survey is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/SN/011.
As the commission pleases. May I please say exhibit 011? Now let me read the survey by Gamtel. It says this report provides a technical assessment of the current state of Banjul City Council, technical infrastructure, highlighting key areas that require improvement and providing professional recommendations for optimizing their telecommunications environment. Assessment findings and technical specifications or recommendations and network cabling, restructuring, and compliance with IT standards. So the findings, the current network cabling does not conform to structured cabling best practices. There is a lack of proper cable management leading to disorganization and potential signal interference. Network performance issue may arise due to substandard cable types and improper termination. The Cisco router was not identified on procurement document. The recommendations implement a structured cabling system following industry standards such as TIA and bracket EIA 568 and ISO in bracket slash IEC 11801. That they should use high quality Cat6 or Cat6A Ethernet cables to ensure optimal performance and future scalability, and organize cables using patch panels, cable trays, and proper labeling for easy maintenance and troubleshooting. They should conduct cable certification testing to verify signal integrity and compliance with networking standards. And there was a server storage deficiency, meaning there was there were no hard drives. Now we have the findings. The servers provided does not conform with pre-installed hard disk drives. Without storage, the server cannot be deployed for critical IT functions such as hosting applications, managing user access, or handling data storage. Another finding is only single power supply was installed on each server. We have another finding that the servers are not equipped with any pre-installed operating systems, preventing them from performing network services. There is no active directory domain set up for centralized authentication and resource management. We have another finding that there is no existing CCTV system. There is no centralized monitoring or recording system in place. Another is that the wireless connectivity is either absent, leading to poor network access in various office areas. The other one is that there is no existing PBX, as the private branch exchange system, in Banjul City Council, leading to inefficient internal and external communication. We have another finding, no biometric attendance system in place, making employee time tracking inefficient. The last one is that the network lacks real-time monitoring and proactive alerting. No centralized system is in place for tracking network performance and security. Now, so these were the problems.
Yes.
So, in effect, you don't have a functional, effective system that was provided for by Microtech.
No, because he claimed that some of these softwares were installed as he claimed and hardwares were provided. But we cannot ascertain because Sajo was solely responsible, and he's asked, can he provide a delivery note? And
Who was that?
Mr. Kasama, the delivery note that he gave to the council, and who appended his or her signature on the delivery note and other relevant information he could not provide, or he refused to provide. I don't know which one. But he is not opening up, and Sajo could not be accessed because, according to my immediate supervisor, he's tried unreachable. But once he has interest in Gambia that he wants, he reaches out to my supervisor. So I don't know. I am having a feeling of suspicion. Yes,
of what?
that something is not right.
And they spent 4.1 million on this?
Yes.
Okay. You have Mr. Gasama's contact, don't you?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, do you have any other issue to discuss on this, or do we move on to another issue?
Yes, we can proceed to the next slide.
And is this all the documentation you have in relation to the IT, $4.1 million? You have the letters that were written, no?
I did not bring them here, but we
You
have
didn't
them
bring
there.
them.
Copies are there.
All
yes.
right. Please do provide any communication you have.
So, sure.
There's also another issue regarding the project, the EU project, in relation to the budget, logistical framework,
Yeah.
and the activity matrix,
Yes.
the financial grant
Yes.
contract. Yes. You have this with you?
Yes, this is provided at least to further enhance understanding and knowledge of what happened and how we came to have access. Because we've been hearing theories of, I came up with this, or Mamlai came up with this EU project, and this information is not accurate.
So there was a financial grant. You told us how it started.
Yes.
You and the mayors.
Yes.
And you did the writing, correct? The
Yes.
write-up,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
To the EU.
Yeah.
And subsequently was sidelined from
Yes.
this, if I get you right.
Yes.
So there was a financial grant contract?
Come again?
There was a financial grant contract?
Yes.
You have it here with you?
Yes, that's here.
Okay, may I please see the documents you have?
With the various components, their budget lines are here.
Yes. We apply to tender the following documents. The first is the local framework and activity matrix. The second is the grant application form. And we have an Annex 2 document with the heading General Conditions Applicable to European Union Financed Grant Contracts for External Actions. Do you mind arranging the budget for us, please? This is the budget,
There's
correct?
no sequence, yes. Those are the different components. You could see on top.
All right. The first, on the budget component, we have number 1, the action is greening the city.
Yeah.
The other budget component is waste management. We have one component for health. Can you please arrange these 3? I'm not sure whether. How much is it?
This are one. Yes, this is a separate one. Yes, you can do that.
And we have the justification of the budget for the various actions. And we have the justification of the budget for the various actions and expected source of funding and summary of estimated cost to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit.
The contracting authority, which is the European Commission, local government authorities, partnerships for sustainable cities, Annex A2, grant application form, full application, budget line or lines, and it has reference Europe 8/161146/DH/ACT/multi. This is for number and title of lot. This is lot 1, local authorities, partnership for sustainable cities. Title of the action, CityLink Austin Banjul, Partnership for Sustainable City Development. And the name of the lead applicant is Austin City Council, and nationality of the lead applicant is Belgium. The second document is Annex 2, General Conditions Applicable to European Union financed grant contracts for external actions. The third document is the Logical Framework and Activity Metrics, in brackets, Annex E3D. Then you have the justification of the budget for action. The expected sources of funding and summary of estimated cost. You have the budget for action, which is health. The budget for action, which is waste management. And the final document is budget for the action greening the city. These documents are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/SN/012.
Ask the Commission, please. You have any comment on the EU project before I move to other issues?
Yes, I've got the Prague rule somewhere that I wanted even to provide for you, because we've been watching afar, and we've heard somebody mention that the Prague rule was applied during the procurement, but it is our understanding that the Prague rule was never applied.
Mr. Njie, don't worry about it.
Come
if
again?
they cannot know the procurement rules,
yes,
that is provided to them on a daily basis, that they have with them, how can they know some other rules?
Yeah. So,
you understand?
Yes. I mean,
they don't even understand what Prague rules are. They just know the name. Maybe the name is very much nice to the administration.
Yeah.
Yes. That is probably what I see.
Yeah.
They have no idea what it is.
And if I have my way, I would plead to this Honorable Commission that if I have my way, I would plead to this Honorable Commission that they take 2 steps and see what is happening at Crab Island and the amount of resources or public funds that have been spent and the outcome. This commission will be shocked, because it doesn't need, as I said initially, for somebody to be a specialist in construction. These are just simple common sense that everybody would know. You go, you see quality is compromised. I mean, the contractors, how they manage. And the shocking part is that Jalo Kolong guy here, that old man who was here, who testified. Because the audit seriously flagged his issue and recommended that further action be taken legally, but the council is not taking that action. From that time up to this moment, we have not seen a legal notice sent to Jalo Kolong or a litigation, no. So, I mean, all these happenings are making us feel otherwise.
Very well. Now, another issue, Mr. Njie,
Sir?
is the mayor's vehicle that was auctioned.
The vehicle?
Yes.
Yes. I would like to talk about that, and I feel so happy to talk about it, for giving me the opportunity. I mean, this whole issue, I mean, from my viewpoint, is just a conspiracy. Because when I heard that this vehicle was auctioned, I engaged the mechanic, the chief mechanic, asked him how. Did you write a recommendation saying that this vehicle is not roadworthy or whatever? He said, no, I told him that your name is being used. 1. 2, I argued that if this auction is to take place, I am a senior member of the cadre. You cannot sideline without sending a notice to me to know that a vehicle is to be auctioned. If I have interest, I show my interest. But a junior member, as they claimed, bought this vehicle. Where was the auction? Who were the witnesses to this auction? Because we all know how an auction happens. And even auction, if it is for the highest bidder, you pay on the spot and get. But look at the payment. It did not happen on the spot. It did not happen within a week. It did not happen within a month. And it is our understanding that the same Mamlai Jase is the person behind this. They masqueraded using that junior officer of blessed memory, saying that she won the auction, whilst behind the scene it was Mamlai Jase. Some of these things can be traced. You can use the, the office of the IGP to trace, to help you get all these stuffs. Because we feel offended, the people of Banjul, seeing our motor vehicle being auctioned at that very, very cheap rate. And the arguments they are submitting, they don't hold any water. That the engine has this kind of problem. Where is the assessment report to that matter? How did, which committee sat down and had a resolution? Was this matter discussed at management level, at the contracts, at the general council?
How many auctions do you know BCC embarked on? Is this the only one?
There were auctions before.
No, I mean from 2018.
No, only this is the only one I've had.
So this is the only property that was disposed of?
Yes.
By way of auction?
Yes. Right. And the auction for me is just a claim auction, but that's not how an auction should
You were there when, yes, you were there when the task force was constituted?
Yes.
Was formed?
Yes.
And the report of the task force, you are aware of it?
Up to this date, the report was never discussed at management. It was
no, but did you see it?
No, I only saw it here.
Okay.
I only saw it here with the investigators.
Okay.
So we had a discussion on this.
Right.
But it was concealed for people not to have access because of what the recommendation.
Okay.
Because this is very sad to say, but we have to say it, that this is how they had a way through Bacheli. I'm sorry to say it, but this is how they had a way through him.
Well, that is the analysis. That is the logical conclusion. We told Mr. Bacheli.
Yes.
And he doesn't have an answer for that. That is the logical conclusion.
Yes, because they made him to be submissive to whatever is said at that other level. Because they say if you don't dance to the tune, I mean, we will get you out of here. Because we've got somebody out of here, so why not you? And the recommendations are the same. So, I mean, you couldn't understand. The council break up into fragments, the infight, the bickering, I mean, the unnecessary acrimony. I mean, there were so many conspiracy theories. This set of people, they came to this council, as I said, with a premeditated agenda, and they've been systematically implementing it.
People
yes.
will suggest there are names that you are referring to.
I am referring to the mayor and co. Because we've never had this culture of work, this work culture. And how people began to assassinate your own fellow brother. How you began to went on a smear campaign against your own brother. If you have issues, sit down, trash it. But you because they know that they couldn't survive because they found us in that office. So what they did, they created a theory of mistrust, distrust. They would come and say X says Y, Y says Z. I have a tape record of A, or I have a tape record of B. You see a series of new things that were happening in that office. You would begin to imagine in which planet this set of people come from. How do they think? How do they reason? Is an office an inheritance? You began to wonder. There are a lot of things that we had to go through. We had to have a lot of things that we process. We had to have a lot of considerations. We had to have a lot of offices that we had to knock. Up to the National Assembly, had to knock all these doors. That these are happenings, can you please come forward? Why? Because we've seen strange animals. Ma?
Let me just ask you.
Yes.
In the light of all this, what was the role of the ministry?
That's what.
in all of this?
I mean,
How were you reporting some of these things, some of these allegations you're making? How were you conveying some of these things to the minister?
aside from the one-to-one discussions with them, we've sent correspondence to their attention. In this series of documents, you would see one where I wrote to the PS asking for his intervention. There are others. And one of the amazing things that is still with me, there was a particular moment that the PS engaged me, asking me to provide him with some of the copies of the correspondence that I sent his office. I say, PS, how? He said, it cannot be traced anywhere. The ministry, you would submit a document there. The next minute, BCC is informed that X came here or Y came here. I say, I am not somebody who's hiding. So if you know, photocopy and even send there. I am not hiding what I am doing. I am asking for them to come and intervene. But you would see things that you wouldn't even understand. Very strange things.
Mr. Njie,
Sir?
now I have another question for you.
Yes, sir.
The employment,
Yes.
that was happening in council, and people were given employed in various forms.
Yes.
Correct?
Right.
We see evidence that people were employed without following due process.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about the employment structure that the administration under Bacheli adopted?
I mean, it is clearly outlined that this is where it begins for the office of the CEO, and this is where it stops for him. And from where it stops, it moves right down to the ministry, which is the Local Government Service Commission. But CEO would act outside the remit of his authority by employing people above his authority and mandate just to please someone or to please some people. You couldn't understand why the CEO with the level of experience,
Remind me again.
the time he spent there.
Remind me again.
Sir?
Are you a member of any committee?
Yeah, there is the Establishment and Appointment Committee.
No, are you a member of any committee?
No, I only attend on behalf of the CEO when I'm delegated.
Okay. Which committees have you attended meetings?
Of recent, it's just the Establishment Committee.
Now, for example, you have Makuma Sane,
Right.
was given an appointment when you were there, correct?
Yes.
And do you know the procedure that the mayor followed?
These were unilateral appointments.
What do you mean by
I would always say, because the CEO was the one who authored these appointments. For me and others, we were not consulted. Because, I mean, if you have something in mind, you have lieutenants, we are the lieutenants. Call us, we have a frank discussion on this. Either you convince us or we convince you as per the rules. But that never happened. People who were critical and asking questions, pertinent ones for that matter, we are sidelined. You are not invited to meetings, or they will try to pit you and your superior or your supervisor, so that your supervisor, as the case that happened to Ida Njie, how she was victimized, his supervisor was arranged to write a report against her so that they could send her on leave. I mean, there are so many conspiracies that has been happening.
Pamurundao's appointment?
That was done by CEO, and as I alluded here, Pamodu and others were employed in council prior to 2018. He left unhappy. Those are high school dropout. CEO giving them senior grades, somebody who cannot write.
Pamodu is a high school dropout.
Yes.
A dropout means he didn't finish high school.
Yes. These are people who cannot provide a very substantial report. You're giving them to act on grade 10. And even to that effect, the office of the CEO, I could vividly remember, right? Even before I always write, I'll do engagement twice. Told him, come on, how can you have these prolonged acting positions? These are not advertised. Because those and others, they came through the politics. So because of CEO is afraid to take decisions, but I communicated to him officially that you cannot have this prolonged acting positions beyond the stipulated time and still they are paid. Because the salary differences are paid to them, or the acting positions are paid to them. And they cannot give you quality. And Banjul should have emerged as one of the best cities, as Banjul is the mother of all cities. But it did not happen, unfortunately, for this time.
Mamla Jase, same thing. Mamla Jase, the project coordinator, we know also who is a member and a signatory to the Rohimaglo initiative.
Not sure about his...
It is confirmed.
Okay, then that's right.
Yes, it's confirmed.
Yeah. But he's a close ally?
Yes. Ramata Job. You know Ramata Job?
Yes.
Revenue collector?
Yes.
6.1 grade, that's above the CEO's
Yes.
powers.
Yes.
Hadajet Jambang as well.
Yes.
Okay. Do you sit at the management meetings?
For now, yes. But before, they would, especially if they have something very interesting that they know that if I am there, I would make a mark on asking and asking. I would not be invited, I would not be called. Even to the extent that they would even say to my supervisor, let him not assign me any task.
Who's your supervisor?
The director of admin.
Administration.
Yes. There were so many things that I wouldn't even like to talk about in the public space because they've done a lot of serious things. And it was not on any legal basis.
No, Mr. Njie, if you have, as a service to the nation, if you have evidence of this unlawful actions, you can discuss them. If we think it is within the mandate and is important, we hear you. If we think it is not, then we tell you that it is not.
No, because as there is one that I've wrote to the CEO and notified him that very soon he'll be issued with a legal notice. He'll be going to the courts for that. So that's why I just don't want to talk about those stuffs. Because they were thinking that they have a muscle that they can suppress anybody and they can silence people. If you have a divergent view, you are labeled as an enemy. If you have a divergent view, you are labeled as a saboteur. Somebody who sabotages for what reason? We all have the same perspective. You cannot love Banjul more than me. In no aspect.
Right.
But you have just a divergent view.
Okay.
And
now,
that's the beauty of us being there, our diversity.
Yes. Now, tuition fees were paid as well for university students.
Yes.
Do you know the procedure they adopted for this?
We've seen people applying through the office of the mayor, and that's where approval is granted. Then it proceeds to the office of the CEO, who would instruct the finance department to work on facilitating payment. How do they arrive to a decision of approving for A and not approving for B? We don't know.
Okay. You have some referral documents with you currently that you want to discuss?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right, Mr. Njie, we will go through this during the break time.
Thank you.
Was there a report with respect to the BCC Austin project?
I'm not too sure because I've told them that.
How about an inventory of the assets?
It's not yet done. My committee is engaged to do that for them. The assets at the Crab Island, the entire EU assets and the newly acquired assets. Because as at now, I am winding up on the assets acquired over time. So that's about 100 pages now. So we'll be winding up maybe. It is just because of this, because if not, I would have been completing my thing, and we have a review and schedule a date to deliver the report to the CEO and his officials. So within a week or two, we'll be done with that. We'll be done with phase 1. Then phase 2 would be the newly acquired fixtures and fittings in the new complex and the EU assets.
Okay.
Because the EU assets, I visited Crab Island. Subsequently in this, you would see that when I visited there for 2 days, I prepared a report. So it was in respect of that. But when I went there, I saw that...
you mean you have a report for the Crab Island project?
Yeah, sure. When I visited there for 2 days.
You have the report?
Yeah, it's here.
May please see it. Crab Island. We apply to tender the report on the Banjul EU Austin project, asset inventory and traceability assessment. The location is the Crab Island Skills Acquisition Hub. The date is 27th of November 2024 and 28th of November 2024, the 2 consecutive day site visit, prepared and complied by Sandigi, Njie. To be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
The report on the Banjul EU Austin project, asset inventory and traceability assessment. The location is Crab Island Skills Acquisition Hub. Date of visit is Wednesday, 27 November 2024 and Thursday, 28 November 2024. Duration of visit is 2 consecutive days. It is compiled by Sandigi Njie, admin manager. It is copied to the acting director of admin, assess the registration secretariat, and a file copy is maintained. The report is dated Friday, 29th November 2024. This report is submitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/SN/013.
Ask the Commission, please. May I have Exhibit 013?
Council is time. You rise.